This chilling phrase is etched into the childhood memories of many, a haunting bedtime tale that spooked generations of 80s and 90s kids. If you refused to sleep, the grown-ups would whisper this story, their voices low and ominous, to scare you into shutting your eyes. Even now, the memory sends shivers down the spine. The story unfolds in the 1980s, in the remote village of Thái Hứa, nestled in the rugged frontier of Tien Liet province. A family named Tong lived there. 2 parents, often away for work, left their elderly grandparents and 3 young grandchildren behind. One day, Grandma Tong announced she was visiting her parents' home. That left Grandpa Tong Nien Dao alone with the 3 kids. Back then, travel was no easy feat. The mountain paths were treacherous, and even on horseback, a round trip took at least 15 days. Yet, bizarrely, by the next morning, Grandma Tong was back. Her face was cold, expressionless, ignoring the children entirely. Without a word, she shuffled into the house, climbed into bed, and pulled the blanket over her head. That evening, Grandpa Tong Nien Dao returned home, stunned to see his wife already there. Stranger still, she wouldn't answer his questions. When dinner was ready, she refused to eat. Assuming she was unwell, he brushed it off. The family ate and went to bed, unaware of the horror lurking. In the dead of night, the youngest grandchild, Tong Thuong Tin, was jolted awake by a sound, crack, crack, crack. It was sharp, like someone chewing something hard and brittle. "Grandma, what are you eating?" he asked, voice trembling. "Cucumbers," came her flat reply. Hungry, Thuong Tin begged, "Can I have some?" But she refused. Disappointed, he lay back down, the relentless crunching echoing through the night as he drifted back to sleep. Morning came and panic struck. Tong Dan Mi, the youngest granddaughter, was gone. When Grandpa Tong, preparing to head to the fields, asked, "Where's Dan Mi?" Grandma replied, "She's at a relative's house." It wasn't unusual, so he let it go. He urged Grandma to get up and start the day, but she claimed she was still unwell, staying in bed. Shrugging, he helped the 2 remaining kids get ready and left them playing in the yard. Then, a piercing creak shattered the quiet. The door swung open. Thuong Tin glanced over and froze. There stood Grandma Tong, peering through the door's crack, her eyes glowing an eerie green, drool dripping from her mouth. Just then, Grandpa Tong burst back into the yard. "Hide!" he barked at the children, gripping his hunting rifle as he stormed inside. Grandma, or whatever she was, had slunk back to bed, the blanket pulled tight over her head. Without hesitation, he raised the rifle, aimed at the shrouded figure, and fired. The blanket exploded into tattered fragments, blood splattering like a burst dam. But when he yanked the cover away, his blood ran cold. It wasn't Grandma. Beneath the blanket lay a grotesque, fur-covered creature, its head blown apart. Worse still, beneath it was Dan Mi's mangled body, half-eaten, barely recognizable. How did Grandpa Tong know something was wrong? That morning, on his way to the fields, he'd passed a small forest where a flock of crows swarmed, tearing at a carcass. A gut feeling pulled him closer. Scattering the birds, he recoiled in horror. There, sprawled on the ground, was the real Grandma Tong, her body ravaged by the crows, dead for days. Realization hit like a thunderbolt. He raced home, rifle in hand, and ended the monstrous imposter. "Thank God I caught it in time," he sighed, voice heavy with grief, "or this thing would have devoured us all." But the tragedy lingered. Little Dan Mi was gone, her small body consumed by the creature's hunger. What was that thing? No one ever knew. Its shattered head left no answers, only nightmares that still haunt those who hear the tale.